Welcome, tribe, to the wisdom weave of this week. Happy spring. Welcome into Aries season. All I can say is get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Aries brings the fire, okay? Aries brings destruction. Aries brings creation. And there's a beautiful middle line and in between of like, what is there to preserve here? Okay, so let's get into this weave. Let's see what Spirit has to say. I have already been feeling this energy. It's like the things that you need to let go, now is the time. I feel like the energies are supporting you in letting go the things that need to be let go. Spirit of love and light, what message do you have for the collective this week? What do we need to know this week? Actually, these cards are more of like, what do we need to focus on? What is the overarching message for this week? Justice. Okay, so this is the overarching message. Are we doing things fairly? Are we balancing out? Are we giving and receiving equally? Are we standing up for what's just, for what's right, for what's fair? There's a goddess that wants to come through as well. Intuition. Queen Nandi. Intuition. So following our intuition, doing what's right, not just for us, but for others as well. Okay, Spirit. So can you give us some more insight around this overarching message of justice and intuition? What is it that we need to know? I'm sensing like, we already know what's right. We already know what's right, but what's preventing us from doing what's right and what's just? Fear, lack, looking through the lens of lack instead of through the lens of abundance. There is enough and we are one. There is enough and we are one. Spirit of love and light, what deeper message would you like to reveal to us around justice and intuition? We have the 10 of Wands. And so there's an ending to something. And in us trying to prevent this ending from happening, the 10 of Wands is in reverse, by the way. In us trying to prevent this ending from happening, we're actually carrying too much weight. It's actually causing us to suffer more than we actually need to. You see how it's like tough, it's hard. And so how can we surrender to this ending and unify over our values, unify over our collective desires or personal desires, like as within, so without. What happens on the inside? How can we bring that on the outside? How is that being reflected to us on the outside? If we want to see something different, we have to be something different, right? Knight of Cups in reverse. It's almost like we can't even receive the next thing coming through because we're holding on too much. We can't receive the love. We can't receive the love. We can't receive the justice. We can't hear from our intuition because we're holding on too tightly to not wanting to shift, not wanting to see things change, not wanting to unify. So Spirit, what is the advice here? What is the advice? What is the next best step for us? The next best step. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. So we have Judgment and we have the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands is about conflict. It's about competition. It could also be about working together. But usually it's about conflict and competition. And so how can we release judgment so that we can work together and unify? How can we release judgment from ourselves? How can we release judgment from others? How can we be fully expressed? And sometimes we can think that being fully expressed is like going into it is about like taking up too much space. I don't know. It's just what I'm feeling. It's about taking up space that is not yours to take up. And that's not what we're talking about when we're saying fully expressed. We're talking about taking up the space that is rightfully yours. And I really feel like in us being unfair to other people, we're also being unfair to us. Yeah, I keep saying, like, we know deep down what is right, what is just, what is fair. But we have to shift our perspective from fear to love. We have to shift our perspective from lack to abundance. We have to shift our perspective from not enoughness to enoughness. We have to do that inner work. And so how can we start to stand in our enoughness? How can we start to stand in our worthiness? If we feel worthy, if we feel enough, then we don't feel like we have to take from other people. We don't feel like we have to be in competition with other people because we know that there is enough and we are one. And then we can unify. We can unify and we can come together and create something that is just, that is right, that is whole, that is balanced. We have to let go of the things that are no longer working for us. We have to let go of them. Because if we can't receive this Knight of Cups in the upright position until we let go, until we gain the courage to do something different. Gain the courage to stand up for what is right, for what is just, for what is fair. Let's see if a keeper of light wants to come through. Spirit of love and light, how do you want to wrap this message to us? Things are burning away. It is inevitable. Things are burning away. Radha, soul flame, rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship, harmony, and healing. We're not operating at our as our true selves, at our true essence, as the light that we innately are. So we have to rediscover that light. We have to rediscover that internal flame that not only burns for ourselves, but it burns for others. And then that's the part of the journey of creating harmony within relationship with ourselves, within relationship with others, within relationship with our planet, with Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, with the universe, with Source. And we bring healing, restoration. I hear revival also. Let's read up on Radha and we'll end there. This is the lens that you're to look through this week. How can you look through the lens of justice? How can you follow your intuition? Because I know without a shadow of doubt that you know what's right, you know what's just, you know what's fair. But you have to release the judgment. Sorry, I know I said all of this. It's just, it's kind of hitting me, okay? Okay, so Radha, which is a Hindu goddess, okay, is the divine feminine counterpart and twin flame of Krishna. She is considered to represent Shakti. Woo! The divine feminine and creative spirit of the universal life force. Without the female, the male cannot be created. And for this reason, Shakti is a powerful force that is honored and cherished. Radha is completely devoted to her partner and illustrates the age-old adage, behind every powerful man is a powerful woman. She is dedicated to supporting all those who seek relationship harmony and healing. At one point, she learned what it was like to be separated from Krishna. And so she can also bring great healing to those who are suffering the loss of a partner or separation. I can see that in this reading too. Like, this reading doesn't just have to be about the collective. I went straight to the collective because that's what came up for me. But this can also be within personal relationship. I hope that was clear too. This can also be within personal relationship. The extended message is loving union, connection, and relationship harmony are key at this time. It's important to remember, though, that relationships won't make you whole. Only you own love can do. Only your own love can do that. You now have opportunities to find lost parts of yourself, maybe sensual aspects or the capacity to cherish yourself. The relationships around you will then begin to reflect the love you have for yourself. Increased romance, love, and opportunities to express divine harmony through love are all becoming apparent in your life. You deserve divine love. And Radha, with her Shakti presence, is here to awaken this loving connection within you now. Go forth in love. Thank you for being here. Let me know how this landed for you. I'll see you later. If you are not a part of the top tier, I invite you to join the top tier now because this weekend we will be having a new moon in Aries ceremony and it's going to be so amazing. It is time. It is time. It is time. It's time to let go. It is time to create. I'm excited. Blessed be.